Another night begins. The city exhales. The doors slide open, and I leave the daylight behind. I clock in when the city falls asleep. Neon signs flicker over empty streets. The same old station, the same old scene. Faces passing through like a silent dream. Coffee steaming by the register light. 1,000 little stories cross my sight. People in a hurry, people killing time. Everybody chasing something through the night. The radio hums through a distant wall, a song about love that I still recall. Funny how a melody can bring it all back. The places we went and the things we left. I tell myself I'm doing fine. Just another shift, just another night. But your memory walks through every door. Suddenly I'm not alright anymore. Every hour moves so slow, like it doesn't want to go. Like the night already knows what I'm trying not to show. Working through the midnight crowd, smiling while the lights burn down. Clocking hard out, lost inside the noise and sound. Every night I look around, still hoping you'll be found. Around 1 o'clock the streets grow still. The city softens against its will. Taxi headlights paint the rain, then disappear and come again. A cleaner whistles down the hall, a lonely shadow on the wall. We nod hello but never speak. Two tired souls surviving the week. I wonder where you are tonight. Are you sleeping? Are you alright? Do you ever think of me when the world is quiet and you can't sleep? Do you still drive down Riverside roads? Do you still wear my oversized clothes? Do old songs ever stop your heart the way they do when they pull me apart? I keep these questions to myself, like dusty books up on a shelf, because answers never seem to stay. They fade before the break of day, and the clock keeps moving on, like nothing's ever really gone. Like every memory belongs somewhere inside his soul. Clocking hard out, that's the way I live somehow. Working through the midnight crowd, smiling while the lights burn down. Clocking hard out, lost inside the noise and sound. Every night I look around, still hoping you'll be found. Maybe love don't disappear, maybe it just changes form. Living quietly somewhere near, waiting through another storm. 3 a.m. feels different here, the strangest hour of every year. Not quite night and not quite dawn, a place where certainty is gone. The vending machine shines bright and blue, like it remembers me and you, like it watched us years ago, before we learned to let things go. I remember laughing in your car, talking dreams beneath the stars, thinking life was wide and clear, thinking we'd always be here. Now the city feels too large and endless maze of boulevards, and every light above the road feels like another untold note. Still I carry what remains, the little joys, the little pains, the photographs inside my mind, the parts of us I couldn't leave behind. Every shadow, every street, every stranger that I meet seems to echo incomplete, like your footsteps in the beat. Yeah. Clocking hard out, that's the way I live somehow. goodbye leaves a mark, but every mark becomes a part of the map inside the heart. The sky outside begins to fade, blue replacing shades of gray. The longest hours finally end, and morning slowly bends the night. People start returning home. The streets no longer feel alone, and I stand beneath the growing light after another sleepless night. Oh, clocking hard out, that's the way I live somehow. Working through the midnight crowd, smiling while the lights burn down. Clocking hard out, lost inside the noise and sound. Every night I look around, still hoping you'll be found. Clocking hard out, the city wakes and I'm worn out. There's somewhere underneath the doubt, the memory still lingers around. Clocking hard out, another shift completed now. And though you know you're near me now, I still carry you somehow. The doors slide closed, the morning comes, the city wakes and I head home. Another night, another story. Clocking hard out. The vending machine glows, the coffee is stale. The night is half gone and nobody tells the whole truth. In the neon break room after midnight, we gather underneath the buzzing light. A circle of strangers sharing time between unfinished dreams and overtime. Someone laughs at a joke they've heard before, someone stares quietly at the floor. Someone scrolls through pictures on their phone, trying not to feel so alone. A woman by the window says she's fine, but her eyes tell a different kind of story she won't let escape. Hidden beneath a practiced face, a man in a faded jacket smiles, talks about traffic for a while, never mentions the wedding ring he stopped wearing in the spring. We all learn how to play our part, keeping secrets close to the heart, trading weather in harmless lines instead of speaking what's on our minds. And the clock keeps moving slow while the city sleeps below. Everybody seems to know more than they're willing to show. In the neon break room glow, we share things we'll never let people know. Half our truths and half our lies, hidden underneath fluorescent skies. In the neon break room light, we survive another night, smiling through the things we hide, keeping all our storms inside. 2 o'clock and the coffee runs low, outside the rain begins to flow, sliding softly down the glass like memories that never pass. Someone talks about a childhood town, fields of green and roads unwound. For a moment everybody listens close, as if remembering their own ghost. The television whispers in the corner, late night headlines growing older. Nobody really pays attention, lost inside private reflections. A girl says she wants to lead this place, see the world and change her pace. But rent is due and life is real, and dreams don't always pay the bills. So she smiles and takes another sip, lets another opportunity slip. Not because she doesn't care, but because survival keeps her there. And the clock keeps moving slow while the city sleeps below. Everybody seems to know more than they're willing to show. In the neon we see is hiding a deeper story. 3:30 and the room grows still. The silence settles by the windowsill. Only the hum of machines remains and the distant rhythm of the rain. I look around at the familiar faces, people passing through familiar places, connected bodies, midnight hours and unseen emotional scars. Some are healing from old goodbyes, some are living with compromise, some are chasing distant plans, some just do the best they can. Nobody here is really weak, even when they barely speak. There's courage in showing up again through disappointment, loss and pain. And for a moment I understand the strange and temporary band of workers, dreamers, hearts in repair, finding comfort simply being there. Every silence tells a tale, every smile can sometimes fail. Every soul behind a name carries hope despite the pain. The neon break, boom, glow. We share things we'll never let people know. Half our truths and half our lies, hidden underneath fluorescent skies. And the neon break, boom, alive. We survive another night, smiling through the things we hide, keeping all our storms inside. One day we'll all move on, different roads, different dawns. But tonight we're gathered here, holding back our doubts and fears. Maybe that's enough somehow. Maybe we don't need answers now. Maybe being understood starts with simply being good. The rain slows down outside, the darkness starts to change its side, and morning waits beyond the glass, ready for another passing day. The coffee machine falls silent, the television loses sound. One by one the chairs grow empty, one by one we head back out, back to hallways, back to duties, back to stories left unfinished. In the neon break room glow, we share things we'll never fully show. Half our truths and half our lies, hidden underneath fluorescent skies. In the neon break room alive, we survived another night, smiling through the things we hide, keeping all our storms inside. In the neon break room glow, maybe that's how we need to know. For a little while tonight, we didn't have to face it all alone. Chairs sit empty, the lights still hum. The night moves on, and so do we. 2 in the morning, the city wears its quiet face. Streetlights drift across the windshield, and nobody knows exactly where they're going. 2 a.m. and the meter starts to run. The avenue glows beneath the sodium sun. A tired driver asks me where I'm headed tonight. I give him an address, but it doesn't feel right. The radio whispers through the speakers low, old melodies from years ago. Buildings pass like shadows in a stream, half asleep and half a dream. Red lights painting colors on the rain. Every corner seems to know my name. Every route I've taken since you left feels unfinished somehow. The driver smiles in the rearview glass. It's funny how these nights all pass, but people carry things for years, long after they disappear. Outside the city rolls along, inside we're strangers for a song. And somewhere between right and wrong, the silence grows strong. We're just a taxi to nowhere, drifting through the midnight air. 2 lost souls with stories to spare, trying to leave our troubles somewhere. Taxi to nowhere, street lights dancing everywhere. Nobody knows now. He drives beneath the moon, humming old forgotten tunes. I tell him about the love I knew, the kind you only find once or twice if you're lucky too. The kind that makes the city shine, the kind that steals your peace of mind. He laughs softly and shakes his head. Some memories never leave the bed. They wait beside you every day, even after people walk away. Rain keeps falling on the glass, turning headlights into stars that pass. And suddenly the distance feels small, like we're not strangers at all. Outside the city rolls along, inside we're strangers for a song. And somewhere between right and wrong, the silence goes strong. We're just a taxi to nowhere, drifting through the midnight air. Two lost souls with stories to spare, trying to leave our troubles somewhere. A taxi to nowhere, street lights dancing everywhere. Nobody knows if we're getting there, but we keep moving through the air. Maybe every road we choose is carrying a little bruise. Maybe every turn we make, here's another chance we take. 3 a.m. and the roads grow wide, the river glitters on the side. The city skyline stands ahead, like 1,000 thoughts inside my head. A couple laps beneath the sign, someone waits for the last train line. The cyclist disappears from sight, everyone living a different night. The driver asks if I still believe that people get what they need. I stare outside for a little while before answering with a smile. I say, I think we're all just passing through, trying to hold on to what's true, trying to find some kind of light before the morning arrives. He nods and keeps his eyes ahead, nothing more needs to be said. Sometimes understanding grows without anybody knowing. Every road beneath the wheels, every wound that slowly heals, every story someone feels becomes a part of who they are. Just a taxi nowhere, drifting through the midnight air. Two lost souls with stories to spare, trying to leave our troubles somewhere. Taxi to nowhere, street lights dancing everywhere. Nobody knows if we get in there, but we keep moving through the air. Baby, life is not the map. Baby, it's the spaces in between, the conversations we don't expect, the people we only meet once. Maybe healing isn't found at the end of a destination. Maybe it's hidden in the ride, in the miles we leave behind. The city begins to soften, the darkness slowly breaks apart, and somewhere beyond the skyline, morning prepares its arrival. The meter keeps counting, the tires keep turning, the radio keeps singing, and the night keeps breathing. For a moment, neither of us feels alive. We're just a taxi to nowhere, drifting through the midnight air. Two lost souls with stories to spare, trying to leave our troubles somewhere. Taxi to nowhere, street lights dancing everywhere. Nobody knows if we're getting there, but we keep moving through the air. Taxi to nowhere, one more road for us to share, one more memory floating there before it disappears. The car slows down, the destination arrives, the door opens, the night remains. The driver nods, thinking quietly, and somewhere behind me, the taxi disappears into the city lights. The building is almost empty, only a few lights remain. night stretches beyond the window, and somehow you're still here. Everyone left an hour ago. The hallways move a little slower. Only the sound of distant machines and the city glowing beyond the glass. You sit across from me, finishing work that could probably wait. I pretend to focus on my screen, but I notice every move you make. We've done this for months now, staying later than we need to, finding reasons to remain long after the shift is through. Sometimes we talk about nothing, movies, weather, traffic lights. Sometimes we sit in silence and somehow it feels alright. The clock keeps counting minutes, but neither of us seems to care, as if leaving too soon would break something hanging in the air. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's real. Maybe we're both afraid of saying what we feel. Overtime love, living in the hours after dark. Overtime love, too tired hearts avoiding the start. Overtime love, caught between friendship and desire. Overtime love, staying late beside the fire. We never say enough, but we never leave too soon. Living inside this overtime love, under the city's silver moon. Some nights you bring extra coffee, knowing exactly how I take it, never making a big thing of it, just placing it beside me. I wonder if you know how much those little things stay, long after the cups are empty, long after the night fades away. The cleaning crew passes by, giving us familiar smiles, probably thinking the same thing. Everyone else has thought for a while, but neither of us moves closer, neither of us crosses the line, as if naming what's between us somehow changes design. Outside the rain begins falling, tracing rivers down the glass. Inside we keep pretending this feeling might eventually pass. Maybe it's timing, maybe it's fear, maybe we're both protecting something precious here. Overtime love, living in the hours after dark. Overtime love, too tired hearts avoiding the start. Overtime love, caught between friendship and desire. Overtime love, staying late beside the fire. We never say enough, but we never leave too soon. Living inside this overtime love, under the city's silver moon. And every night the question remains, how long can two people dance around the same flame? 3 in the morning, the city feels far away, like we're floating somewhere outside the ordinary shape of the day. You tell me about your childhood, the roads where you learned to ride, the dreams you once carried before life changed their direction. I tell you things I rarely say, pieces I've hidden for years, and you listen carefully without trying to fix them. That's when I realize maybe this isn't about romance alone. Maybe it's about being seen in a world that often looks away. Maybe love begins quietly, not with fireworks or grand scenes, but with someone remembering the things you never have to repeat. The rain slows down, the room grows still, and neither of us like a door slowly opening without making a sound. Oh, oh, overtime love, living in the hours after dark. Overtime love, oh, overtime love. Too tired hearts avoiding the start. Oh, 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 overtime love. Caught between friendship and desire. Overtime love, overtime love. Staying late beside the fire. We never say enough, but we never leave too soon. Living inside this overtime love, under the city's silver moon. Maybe one day we'll laugh about this, the nights we spent pretending, the careful distance we protected, the words we almost said. Maybe one day we'll finally know if this was meant to grow, or if it was simply beautiful because it remained unknown. Still, I wouldn't trade these hours for any easier road, because some of life's best moments arrive without being planned. The monitors go dark, the last elevator descends. The city keeps glowing outside the windows, and for a second the whole world feels still. Overtime love, living in the hours after dark. Overtime love, too tired hearts avoiding the start. Oh, overtime love, caught between friendship and desire. Overtime love, staying late beside the fire. The clock keeps counting minutes, finishing work that could probably wait. I pretend to focus on my screen, but I notice every move you make. We've done this for months now, staying later than we need to. Finding reasons to remain long after the shift is through. Sometimes we talk about nothing, movies, weather, traffic lights. Sometimes we sit in silence, and somehow it feels alright. The clock keeps coming.
The night is ending, the city is awakened, and I step outside carrying everything the darkness left behind. The doors close softly behind me as another shift finally comes to an end. The streets are washed in pale blue light, caught somewhere between yesterday and tomorrow. Neon signs fade above empty avenues, while the first buses move through the city, carrying tired faces home. I walk the route I always take, passing familiar corners and quiet storefronts, feeling the strange calm that only exists when the night gives way to morning. The world is changing around me, but some memories never seem to move. The sky grows brighter every minute, yet some thoughts remain exactly where I left them. End shift, empty streets, only my footsteps keeping time beneath the morning sky. End shift, empty streets, another chapter of the night slowly falling behind. The city waits while I slow down, the traffic rises all around, but somewhere underneath the sound, your memory still hangs around. Empty streets, that's where I meet the quiet side of me. The cafes begin opening their doors while workers prepare for another day. Life returns to every corner as if the darkness never happened. But I remember everything. I remember the strangers who shared pieces of their stories, the laughter drifting through break rooms rooms after midnight, the long conversations that made lonely hours feel shorter. I remember the people who crossed my path for only a moment, yet somehow stayed with me. The night always leaves something behind, and over time, those small moments become part of who we are. The world keeps moving forward without looking back, but I'll still carry pieces of the night beneath my skin. Oh, and shift, empty streets, only my footsteps keeping time beneath the morning sky. And shift, empty streets, another chapter of the night slowly falling behind. The city wakes while I slow down. The traffic rises all around, but somewhere underneath the sound, your memory still hangs around. And shift, empty streets, that's where I meet the quiet side of me. I stop beside the river and watch sunlight spread across the water. The current never fights the direction it's given, it simply keeps moving. Maybe healing works the same way. Maybe it isn't forgetting people or memories, but learning how to carry them without standing still. The skyline glows gold above me, and for the first time all night, the future feels a little closer. Not perfect, not certain, just possible. Sometimes that's enough. The night gave me stories, the night gave me scars, the night gave me strangers who didn't feel so far away. It taught me that everyone is carrying something invisible, and that kindness often arrives in the smallest moments. It reminded me that even lonely roads can lead somewhere meaningful if you keep walking. And shift, empty streets, only my footsteps keeping time beneath the morning sky. And shift, empty streets, another chapter of the night slowly falling behind. The city wakes while I slow down. The traffic rises all around, but somewhere underneath the sound, your memory still hangs around. And shift, empty streets, the road ahead belongs to me now. And shift, empty streets, every story found a place, every memory left a trace, and every mile led me here. Morning settles over the city, the last stars disappear, and a new day quietly begins.